Hey everybody, Fishy77 here. I'm about to do a review on the Pulsar MSm, in my opinion one of the most underrated weapons in the game, probably because of its greenback status. Now, this is a pretty average stats pulse rifle from right off the bat, just looking, high rate of fire, kind of low impact, and an average range. But the stability is pretty damn high for a pulse rifle of this class. That, paired with the higher reload speed, makes it a beast in Crucible. That, and also the reactive reload paired with that high reload rate, makes it a pretty formidable weapon. The red dot OAS sight's a random roll, but it's one of my favorites, and it's a pretty common drop on this rifle as well. Gives you a good sight picture, and it's easy to acquire and keep on target. Checking out that stability now, we go to the Cosmodrome, pretty average spot you can find yourself. Against this wall, you'll see that the recoil with that high stability means that the bullets go up in a pretty much straight line, very little side-to-side movement. This is useful for keeping on target while you're engaging multiple enemies in Crucible, as you don't have to adjust for your side-to-side sway. An example you'll see here of the pretty average stat as far as the 3-round burst goes to kill an enemy. But we'll also see that range and stability come into play here as we engage two enemies from far across the map. You'll see it's pretty easy to land headshot fire from across the map even at a long distance with this weapon, which makes it a very viable choice for most of the maps in PvP and Destiny as we know today. We'll check out this reactive reload here. After engaging and killing one target, reloading will proc the reactive reload perk, which makes it easy to even outgun somebody using the last word, as long as you can keep a steady aim. Again, we'll see that this reactive reload perk is good for clearing zones as well. If you go into a control zone such as this, start hitting a few enemies without killing any. If you get that proc for your reactive reload, then it makes it simple to go through and clear the rest that you've weakened with only one shot apiece. This makes it a strong contender for games like Skirmish and Control, even above weapons like Red Death, because of the accuracy that you have with this weapon. Coming in again, we'll see that, I'm not sure what this guy was doing, but we'll see that reactive reload come into play, especially when paired with things like grenades. Taking out one enemy and easily coming around. You'll note that it doesn't take 3 headshots, but 3 body shots are just as effective to kill somebody with this reactive reload perk active. We'll see though, even though it has a low magazine size at only 18, it doesn't mean that you can't take out multiple enemies at a time. Get one, turn around, get another with just one magazine. Its power is deceiving for being a green weapon. Overall, this is one of my favorite weapons to have in the Crucible, and it's my go-to gun for the game. Where can you get it? The easiest option is of course to go to the tower. In the tower gunsmith, it's a pretty common weapon for him to have. You'll note though, when you go into his inventory, he'll usually have one of each type of weapon. The Pulsar MSm usually shows up for the pulse rifle slot, although it has different perks from time to time. You'll note that this one has Grenadier instead of reactive reload, and it has a different set of sights. The difference with this, the range on the pulse rifle, though good, probably isn't quite enough for such a precise sight. This doesn't matter though, because when the random drops happen, you can probably get a better one anyway. Also, his stock refreshes every few hours, so if you don't see a roll that you like, simply come back in a little while, he'll probably have a better roll. The other option, of course, is to go into an area like Patrol. As green engrams drop out of pretty much everything, you can just go, kill a few enemies, and there you go. Your green engram drops, and it has a high chance of being this rifle, as it is one of the most common weapons in the game. I hope you enjoyed this review and gave you another light on such an uncommonly good, although common to find, pulse rifle. If you have another weapon that you like to use that you feel is underrated, leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.